This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit, Beaver Creek, which is now going virtual. And joining me right now, who's going to be presenting at the Beaver Creek show, is Ray Shorrocks. He is the executive chairman of AuTeco Minerals. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is AUT on the ASX. Ray, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Very nice to meet you and glad to be here.
Nice to meet you as well, and thank you. So let's start with a quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So AuTeco is an Australian listed company, as you mentioned in your opening. What we do is we bought this Pickle Crow asset in January this year. I was the previous founding chairman of Bellevue Gold. It's a long-time supporter of the precious metals conferences. And we found this asset, after I left Bellevue, found this asset and we negotiated over the course of the preceding 9 months to get a really good earning. This is a mine, was the most prolific mine in Canada for quite some time. So between 1935 and 1966, it produced 1.5 million ounces at a stunning 16 grams a tonne. It was really very prolific and it was a great mine, made people a lot of money. It didn't stop operating because it ran out of mineralisation. On the contrary, it stopped because gold prices fell to 35 US an ounce. So it was economic to continue. What happened then between 66 and until we picked it up was a series of corporate machinations where no one could get a real handle on how to sort of pull all these multiple tenements together and bring it into one big package until about 2007 when PC Gold, a Canadian company, picked it up, listed on the TSX, but unfortunately they were unable to keep funding it because of the GFC. First Mining, another Canadian company out of Vancouver, picked it up, and their focus, of course, was on Springpole, 5 million ounces at 1.1 grams, and therefore didn't have the management bandwidth to look after this, what they thought was a small project to their south. We picked it up knowing full well this is a very, and if there's nothing else you take away from this interview, it's a very large asset. It's open in every direction. I've got 2 rigs drilling as we speak now. They're turning with a third on its way, and I've got an upgrade which is within the next 2 or 3 months.
So what would you say? Gotcha. All right. So what would you say makes the company unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
Yeah, well, we're in this Uchi sub-province, which is all our neighbours that are around us are, very high level. People would all know them all. They're companies like Evolution, which is an Aussie company, but nonetheless, it's still known over there in Canada. It runs the Red Lake mine, which is to our west. Up to our north is Musselwhite, which has got Newmont. To our west is the Dixie project, which you would be very well aware of with Great Bear. I mean, there's a company that's got a market cap of over 800 million and still hasn't got a resource. And I'll just remind you that I have 830,000 ounces at a stunning 11.6 grams. So we're in a really prolific area that's been forgotten, unloved, and we've managed to pick it up.
So what was your background prior to joining and really founding AuTeco?
Yeah. So my background has always been in the resources sector, but very much in an investment banking role. I left investment banking, some years ago, very much to focus on the resources sector and specifically the founding of Bellevue Gold, which is now as a, $850 million company of 2 million ounces. It's really forging ahead. And what I did at that stage was the most important thing. And one of the things I love about this company is the quality of the people that I have. So, for example, I have on my board Steve Parsons, who is a terrifically successful explorer, and he is the managing director of Bellevue Gold. I also have Michael Naylor, safest pair of hands you've got to look after people like myself. Sam Brooks, ex-chief geologist at Bellevue, and very importantly, Marcus Harden, who is my chief geologist, who he's got under his belt 6 or 7 discoveries in his very short life.
And then what would you say, from what you can tell us, are the company's value catalysts now for the rest of 2020 going into 2021?
Great question, because they are the most important questions. I mean, you look at a company in today, what we've got now is we've got 2 rigs turning. I've got a 3rd rig about to join us. Gives you an indication of the quality that we think we're chasing. I've upped my drilling campaign from 5,000 meters to 10,000 meters. I'll have assays coming out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then following that, I will be announcing another further resource upgrade. We think very confidently that we'll push through 1 million ounces very quickly at similar grades.
And where can my audience go and find everything that they need to know about the company?
Oh, good question. So they can come to AuTeco's website, which is www.autecominerals.com.au, but also we're listed on the ASX, and you'll find all our announcements are there, and they're also on our website.
Fantastic. Well, with that, Ray, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Wish you guys the best of luck. Stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thank you very much, Robert, and likewise, stay safe.
Thank you, Ray. My name is Robert Kraft, host of SNN.Network, proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit, Beaver Creek, now going virtual. Ray will be there. Go check him out. And thank you for watching.
Thank you very much. All the best, everyone.
All the best.